So in this video, I'm interviewing Gabriel, who's one of our clients. He's based in Italy. He's a music marketing coach. A little bit of background on him. He joined us with around about 10,000 followers, so a decent following which he had built. He had a membership site where he had around about 100 people in the membership, which were paying him, I believe, €15 per month to be inside that membership. But he was only making around about 1,000 to maybe €2,000 maximum per month from his business. And so he joined us with the intention of scaling his business, having a more predictable and more consistent income, being able to leverage the following he had much more to then be able to grow his business consistently and so on. And so he joined our program. We helped him to build out a high ticket offer. And essentially what happened was he struggled with a lot of limiting beliefs, mindset blocks, and just taking action in general. He really struggled with for the first 3 months of our program. So for the first 3 months, it didn't really do much. But then 3 months in, we kind of got him to start taking action. We helped support him, gave him some, systems and processes to take action and kind of get over that issue. And within 7 days, he made €18,000 in 7 days. Absolutely crazy. So he went from making 1,000 or 1 to 2,000 per month to making €18,000 in 7 days when he decided to then take action. And so since then, he's gone from strength to strength. He's now earning much more consistently. He's also had a child very recently. So he's been, dealing with that as well and sort of dealing with being a father and also being a business owner. So it's been very difficult for him in terms of time and managing his time and his energy. But fortunately, because of the high ticket model, because of the system we've helped him to build out, he's able to continue growing his business while still having that time and energy to spend with his child, spend with his family as well. So his transformation has been amazing. One of the best I've seen in terms of where he was, in terms of mindset to where he is now and the growth he's had. And so without any further ado, let's get into the interview and hear what he has to say. Thank you very much for taking the time. I appreciate it. I know you're super busy with everything going on and all the new clients you've got now.
It's a pleasure.
So obviously, as I said, I've done a bit of an introduction already, so people have a rough idea as to who you are, what it is you do, and how you help people. But just in your own words, just introduce yourself, tell people what you do, and essentially your journey.
I am basically a musician, a songwriter. I'm based in Italy. And in the last few years, I've tried to help other musicians to develop their own ecosystem. I could say, I like this word a lot, by using social media and digital marketing. I've been doing this for the last, I think, 5 years. And this year, there was a great change for me. And of course, we are here talking about that.
Yeah, for sure. So tell people specifically about what it is you do. So I know that you, like I said, you're a musician, yes. You help other musicians, but specifically you help other musicians to do what? To help them to build an audience, to get more listeners.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I help musicians create their own fan base, their own community, through which they can be able to monetize. Basically, I help them transform themselves in something like an artist content creator. So I help them doing that kind of shift that, of course, it's also a mindset shift because they need to live basically everything they believe about the music industry and about how money is made in the music industry. So I help them in this transition, basically. And I do this by teaching them how to use social media, digital marketing, and also how to develop, to attract monetization opportunities.
Yeah, got it. Cool, amazing. Just tell everyone then, just based on your what was your situation before you had joined our program?
Yes.
And just kind of tell people, again, very quickly, what's happened over the past few weeks and kind of what your situation is now and what's changed.
Yes, I started in 2020 offering a membership area that basically is my low ticket offer to musicians. And most of all, I've been doing this the last 2 years. I've been selling these on-demand courses in a member area at a very low ticket price. This kind of project was actually going and is actually going very well. But of course, I needed some kind of boost. And also I felt that I needed another way to better help people, basically, because on-demand courses, on-demand content, of course, they have value, but the most difficult part about learning new things is actually putting them in practice. So I was looking for something else, and of course, I was looking for a way to scale my business when I met you and your team.
Yeah.
And so, something happened.
And then something happened. So just again, I would obviously so I have already said about what happened in the introduction, but again, like in your own words, what did happen? Because I remember you joined us, I think maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I'm not sure what the timeline is.
It was July. I think the beginning of July, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe
give or take. Or
maybe, I don't remember actually.
Yeah, I don't remember
because this summer was a mess for me. So
but let's say it was give or take about 3 months ago you joined us. But from what I can remember, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I can remember, the first month or the first 2 months, I think you probably did struggle in terms of the taking action and actually just doing it. You know,
it's true. It's true. Yes.
Yeah. And I think that you know, you struggled at first, but once you eventually took the action, of course, we were telling you to do, that's when you had the massive breakthrough. So what actually, tell us about that in terms of perhaps maybe what you struggled with in the beginning of the program, what helped you overcome it, and then what was the tangible outcome in terms of the clients you got, the revenue made, and so on.
Yes. Actually, the first 2 months, I think I just did nothing. Maybe I started studying a bit, also because I became a father recently, so my life completely changed. On the 3rd month, I started studying what you teach. Of course, the first struggle for me was about mindset, was about giving myself the chance to I don't find the English, just a second, giving myself the chance to increase my prices and also increase my perceived value outside. It was all about mindset, and you were very helpful, you and your team, because you helped me in this transition. And you, the biggest lesson maybe was that increasing prices actually was a better way to help my my students, the people that already were following me. So this changed everything, and I can already talk about what happened, or you maybe just have to make more hype. I don't know. How do you want to bring this? What actually happened is that I started selling my coaching program, so my one-to-one coaching program, and I started taking sales calls. Actually, starting was difficult, but after starting, it was very easy talking to people, because I really believe in what I teach, and I believe in the fact that I can bring these people a transformation. So I sold my first coaching programs at 3,000 euros, and in the first week of my sales week, I sold 6 programs. So it was the most profitable week of my life.
Wow. Yeah. It was funny because I remember the day so well, because what happened with you was something very similar happened to me when I was launching my program. And so when I launched my program, you know, I had my first few calls and I didn't make any sales. And so obviously for you beat me in that sense, in terms of like your first few calls, you made sales straight away, but I didn't at first. But when I did make my first sale, it was literally on the same day, I made quite a few sales in a row. And so I was like, you know, I made a sale, then I'd run downstairs, I'd tell Liv, I just made my first sale. I go back upstairs, I do my next sales call. and I'd close another one.
Another one.
Yeah, and I'd say, I just closed another
Yeah.
one. And literally, when that happened to you, Liv was downstairs, but it's the opposite. She's running up to me saying, Gabriel, he just closed a client. Oh, amazing, fantastic. And she comes back an hour later. He just closed another one. And she come back another hour later. She walked into the room, and I went, no, surely not. And she went, yes, and it's like,
it was incredible.
It was incredible, And
best day in my life.
Yeah.
Because I closed 4 in a day.
Yeah.
The first amazing. 4 in a day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. Just amazing, And I think it's important to understand for people watching that it's not normal that happens. It's not a normal thing that people can close that many clients in the same day. It does happen, but it's not normal. But I think that just goes to show how much potential you had, and it's like, but it had been held back for so long, And I think we were just able to finally get you to take action.
Yes.
Finally able to get you to get on those calls. And it just goes to show that is what's possible. When you just take that jump, you just do it.
Yes.
So well done again, because honestly, it's amazing for us that day. It's a memorable day for us. We won't forget it. I know you won't either.
I'm very happy it was for you too, and I'm happy I was able to share this success with people like you that really care about the people, the guys you coach. I really feel like I'm some kind of family. Even though I know I'm not able to follow everything you do, because you do a lot of content, a lot of stuff, a lot of meetings. I'm not able to follow everything, but I know you're there. So it's a very good feeling. Also, I would like to add something else, if I'm able to speak in English for other minutes. It's that it was not only about money. Probably it was not at all about money coming in. It was about feeling that the people on the other side really felt they found a direction, because I felt very confident in giving them my vision, of course. The same way you were confident in sharing with me your vision. Probably we felt the same way. And this really gave me clarity and direction about the next steps I have to do, how I can scale, and also how I can really bring a change in my industry and in my country. So this is what is really important for me.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's kind of just opened your eyes to the impact you can have, and also the fulfillment you get from it. And that's the thing with, again, the difference between a low ticket and a high ticket is low ticket, you just don't have that impact. You just don't have that same fulfillment you get.
Exactly.
But when you're helping someone on that more, value driven and transformational way, as you said, you're helping people to transform in some sense. It's not just a transaction, it's a transformation.
Yes.
And that's the difference between the low ticket and high ticket, which is great. So let me just quickly ask, let's go back to when you joined the program and when you decided to invest in yourself. What do you think at that time? What do you think it was? Like, what was the reason you decided to say yes? Why did you decide, okay, now is the time I need to invest in myself? What was that thought process at the time?
Probably it was a really deep need of a change. And of course, the guy I made the sales meeting with helped me understand that the transformation would have started the moment I decided to invest. So in the same day. So there was something in my mind that happened that brought some energy to me, and I made the choice. Of course, it was a step longer than my leg. I don't know if it is the right way to say it in English. But I learned in my life that this is where real changes happen, when you go outside your comfort zone, when you do something different. And of course, I've been following you. You were transmitting me trust, of course, but I didn't know you at all. So it was something like a blind step, of course. But I'm very glad of that decision.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense, everything.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. 100%. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
So look, I mean, last question from me, and then we'll wrap up. So again, I'm cautious of the time. But forget about the business side of things now. You know, what impact has this had on you personally in terms of like your personal life, perhaps family? Like, has this given you, you know, has it opened up opportunities for you? Has it made things easier? Like, what's the impact it's had outside of the business?
Oh yes, I started to feel better actually in all the aspects of my life. Of course, that's the money. That's really a good thing happening. Most of all to a father. So okay, it's a good thing. But the real change, the real impact is here. It's surely here. And also I started to talk English a little better because of you, and but just a bit. And it's something that happens, that impact in every aspect of my life. Probably I won't find the words now to say it in a proper way. I risk to repeat myself, but the fact of having a vision, having basically a business model, because that's what you've been teaching us, a business model that can be brought to the high level, and also the fact that I have a proof of concept that this can work in my industry. The music industry in Italy is one of the most underrated, I think, and also where investors usually don't think there is a lot of business to do, because it's a very complex industry. But I understood that if I have something of value to offer, and I know I have, things can be done, and also at a high level, so at a higher impact.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, that's great, mate. Yeah, I mean, look, again, just to say congratulations on the success. You know, we hope that it continues. As long as you keep working, which you are, then it will continue.
I would love
to. As always, we're here for support. I think that you are, you know, you're like a prime example of the perfect student, in a sense, you know, in terms of just, you know, doing what we say, taking on board what we say, but also questioning, asking questions, finding out why things work, why we suggest to do things, like, you know, and it's that work ethic you have, and I think that desire to make sure that this works. You know, I think above everything else, that's one of the biggest reasons why you've made it work. You know, because you had that discipline and desire to say, this is, like you said, you had that point in time, said, I need to make a change. I'm going to do it. It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
But I'm going to do it. And I know that if I just commit myself to the process and I do the work that's needed, that it's going to work out, you know, and of course it has worked out quite well. You know, so yeah, congratulations again. So look, just
thank you, Harry.
You're welcome. Just so people know, where can they find you online? What's your, you know, your Instagram, YouTube, like what are the best platforms if they want to reach out to you?
Sure, Instagram. My handle is Gabri Aprile. I don't know how to say it in English, but that's my name. And the name of the project I'm trying to develop in the music industry here in Italy is artistiadesso.com.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. What I'll do is when I upload this, I'll put it anyway in the comments and in the description. So it will be there available. So anyone watching who wants to reach out,
thank you so much.
They can find you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay, mate. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Keep crushing it. And of course, I'll speak to you very soon.